Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to our yoga practice. We have about 3 minutes or so. Nice amount of time to get settled, come onto the mat, make your space. If there's anything you'd like to have nearby, now's a great time to gather it. Get yourself situated. Use this time to sit quietly and begin to center. You could invite in gentle movements as you wake up the body. You'll probably have 2 minutes or so. And we are going to begin in child's pose today if you wanted to head that way. Use the time as you like as we come into the practice and onto the mat. Another minute or so. Molly does have her little chew stick, so you probably hear her chomping away. I'm going to start to head toward that child's pose. So toes together near one another, knees can be near one another, or out to the edges of the mat. And then start to gently melt the upper body down. Maybe belly comes to thighs or rests between the thighs. We'll start with the arms gently overhead. You can have a bend at the elbows. You could make a pillow with the fists or the palms. It's a comfortable place where you can settle in. Relax the low back as the hips settle toward the heels. Soften the shoulders. Take a little scan through the body just to notice how you're feeling today. Checking in with no judgment. Just building awareness. See if you can begin to even out the breath, matching the length of your inhale to the length of your exhale. Here in child's pose, you may not be able to do the largest of breaths, that nice full inhale and exhale. But we'll balance it out. We'll improve the quality of our breath a little bit as we become more aware of it. And as we center in for our practice, connecting the mind, the body, and the breath, if you'd like to set an intention for class, it's just something positive that's speaking to you today, I welcome you to do so. Maybe that's a focus on patience. Maybe it's courage. Maybe it's just learning to be present. We'll take 2 more breaths here. If the head is resting on the hands, go ahead and stretch the arms overhead, palms in the mat. Lengthen the arms. Feel that nice stretch through side body. Hips stay settled. And when you're ready, we'll gently walk the hands over toward the right. Resettling down as we create a lovely stretch through the left ribs. Take a little scan from hip to fingertip. And then gently walk the hands back through center and off to the left. Settling in. Hips stay near heels. A little ease through the arm. We'll come back to center. Take a breath. On an inhale, rise to tabletop. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees as best you can. Spread the fingers wide to give yourself a nice base. If the wrists are pinching here, you can come up onto fists as well. Start with a nice neutral spine. Gaze at the mat. When you're ready, on the inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Beginning our cat-cow. Exhale as you round. Bring the gaze into the navel. Inhale, lower. Nice open heart. Exhale, big arch of the back. And just continue these gentle inhales and exhales, matching movement and breath for a few rounds at your own breath pace. We'll take one more full round before meeting back at our neutral spine. We'll leave the hips high as we slide the hands away, start to melt the heart toward the mat, puppy pose. You can stay flat palm here, you can tent the fingers. You come down to elbows and forearms. That can relieve a little pressure on the shoulders. Nice flat back. Big stretch for the front midline, the shoulders. Start to walk the hands in as we lift up and return to our neutral place. Step the right toes back, the ball of the foot in the mat, as we press back through the heel, stretching the calf. And you could do a little rock forward and backward, stretching the foot as well. Find neutral. Fly the right foot. Press back through the heel. Leg is active. Draw the navel in toward the spine. Core is strong. And if you'd like, you can lift the left arm. Maybe bicep comes near ear as we find a balanced tabletop. On an exhale, lower hand and knee. We find our neutral. Step the left toes back. Press through that heel. Awareness on the calf, the back of the leg. Each side a little different, which is why it's important for us to stay tuned in. Maybe that little rock. Find stillness. Strong core as we lift the left leg. And lift the right arm. Keep the body lifted. Try not to collapse into the supporting shoulder. Long line through the body as you reach with the fingertips and press through the heel. And then gently lower hand and knee. Back to neutral as we take a breath. Fly the right foot. Scoop the belly as you bring it forward. We'll plant the right foot toward the front of the mat. Stack the knee over the ankle or a little behind it. Hands frame the foot as we let the hips sit low in our low lunge. Make any little adjustments you need to. Feet are on skis here to help us stay balanced. We'll draw the gaze forward. Keep the breath steady. We'll move the right hand inside the right foot as we heel toe that foot open, setting at about a 45. Maybe heel is on mat, toes are just off. If you have a longer stance, that foot may be completely off. If it's a little tighter, a little shorter, might stay on. We just need to scooch it over to find our lizard lunge. Let the hips sit low. We'll start to heel toe that foot back to its starting place. Once again, framing the foot with the hands, we'll curl left toes, lift off of that knee, runner's lunge. Finding a nice foundation through the right foot, the left toes, starting to build strength as we lift up. We'll inhale the arms, taking our warrior one in runner's lunge. Palms shine toward one another, shoulders drop away from the ears. Nice and stable as we gaze forward. With control, we'll lower the hands to the mat. Right hand comes inside left foot as we heel toe it open. We'll plant the left hand into the mat in line with that back foot. And gently draw the right arm up, coming into a twist. Keep the hips sitting low. Feel that rotation through the ribs. Right hand comes back down. We'll heel toe the right foot back to its starting place. Make a foundation through the hands as we step the left toes back. High plank for one breath. You can lower to the knees here if you like. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. Heels reach toward the mat, though they don't have to touch. Hips reach toward the sky. We'll lower the knees, uncurl the toes, child's pose, hips to heels. Take a breath. One more here. We'll inhale up and return to our neutral tabletop. From here, fly the left foot. Scoop the belly as you bring it forward. Then find your low lunge. Keep the spine long as you take the gaze forward. Settled in your foundation here. Trying to stay connected with the breath, even if it tries to escape us. Awareness on the right hip. Deep stretch. We'll bring left hand inside left foot as we heel toe that foot open. Finding our lizard lunge. We're staying lifted here today, although if it's part of your practice to melt down, feel free. Invite in a little more space as you use the exhale to soften. You did melt down, go ahead and lift up. We heel toe that foot back to its starting place, framed by the hands. We'll curl right toes, lift off of that knee, runner's lunge. Creating a solid foundation. Finding strength in the legs as we lift up. Inhale the arms, warrior one in runner's lunge. Fingers shine toward the sky. Feel that open heart shine forward. With control, we'll return hands to mat. Heel toe the left foot open. Plant right hand in the mat, lined up with that back foot. And rotate the left arm to the sky. The hips have a tendency to pop out or lift up here. Let them stay low. Rotating through the ribs. Maybe the gaze follows the upper hand. We'll gently unwind the left hand back to mat. Heel toe that foot back to its starting place. Framed. And then we step the left foot back. High plank. Take a breath. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. We'll start to walk the feet toward the hands, finding forward fold near the front third of the mat. Let the upper body hang, reaching toward the feet. We'll start to engage the core as we inhale to half lift, that 7 shape. Hands to shins or thighs. Exhale as you release. Take a nice big inhale as we reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Big inhale as we reach. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other, high plank. Elbows tight to the body as we move through chaturanga to the belly. Uncurl the toes, inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release. Curl the toes, press the hips up and back. Down dog. Take a few breaths here. On an inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to feet or feet to hands. Finding your forward fold. We'll inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Nice big inhale draws us up. And we exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. If you went hands to feet and you're at the back of the mat, just go ahead and move yourself up to that front third. And then all together, we'll heel toe the feet, toes together, heels together. Big inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. We'll bend the knees, lower the hips, lift the heart. Chair pose. Legs press into one another, helping us build strength. Arms hold that big beach ball in front of us. You can go hands to heart center. Tailbone draws down. Long spine. On an exhale, hands to feet, hips lift, forward fold. We'll take a nice big inhale as we rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. You can leave the feet where they are, or you could walk them back to about hip width distance. We'll inhale, arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step one foot back, and then the other. Nice strong plank, lower down. Use the triceps. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you curl the toes, press the hips up and back, down dog. We'll root into the left toes as we draw right foot up, three-legged dog. Gently bring that knee forward, plant it behind right wrist. As we settle the hips, left leg stays extended long on the mat, top of the foot down, finding our pigeon pose. Notice if the body starts to fall left or right. We want to stay nice and centered. You can stay lifted here, or if it's in your practice, you could melt down. We hold our pigeon shape a little longer than our others. Allow the hip some time to open up, to soften. So we'll settle in. Breath is steady. About 30 more seconds. Toes are loose. Body is relaxed, melting into the mat. If you're melted down, go ahead and begin to lift up. Turning hands to mat. We'll curl left toes. Lift that knee up. And then gently step the right toes back, finding down dog once more. Take a breath. Root into right toes as you lift the left foot, three-legged dog. Gently bring that knee forward. Plant it behind left wrist as you lower the hips. And find pigeon on the other side. Take a moment here, see if this is where the body wants to stay here today. Again, if melting down is part of your practice, feel free. The mind may see an opportunity here in our stillness. Wander away from the mat. If it does, just recognize, invite it back. This might be a great time to reconnect with that intention that you set for class, to give the mind something to focus on. You can repeat it like a little mantra. You can just use it as that touch point to return the mind to. Allow the lower body to relax. We've got maybe 15 more seconds. You're melted down. Go ahead and lift up. Hands are flat on the mat as we curl right toes. Lift that knee. Step left foot back as hips go high. Our downward dog. When you're ready, lower knees, uncurl toes, hips to heels, child's pose. Take a breath. Start to walk hands to knees as we lift up. Rotate onto a favorite side, swing the legs around. We'll scoot to the middle of the mat as the legs stretch in front of us, feet about hip width distance. Sit tall as you inhale the arms up. Lead with the heart as you exhale, forward fold. Maybe you hold feet, ankles mat, whatever's serving you today. Keep that spine nice and long. Really hinge at the hips, trying to avoid too much rounding in the low back here. Inhale up. Exhale our nice seated posture. Slide right foot in and then left. Heel toe. Let the knees fall away from one another. Our bound angle. Getting the sit bones connected down. Heels can be as close in or as far out as you need. You can stay right here, maybe wiggling the legs. Big little movement. If you'd like, with long spine, we'll hinge forward, deepening that stretch for our inner thighs, our hips. Find the variation that serves you and know that you can move back and forth between the various options. On an inhale, we'll lift up. Exhale the legs together. With control, we'll lower down onto the mat. Back body settles. Head and shoulders rest. We'll draw both knees in for a nice full body hug. You can stay still right here at center. You could rock a little side to side. That might feel nice on your low back. If you're rocking, go ahead and slow it down. Coming back to neutral. We'll give the legs a little squeeze and send the feet to the sky. Little legs up the wall. Low back connects to the mat. Hands can be down along the mat, or you could have hands on thighs for a little external support. With control, we'll lower both legs down to the mat. Let toes reach long as we inhale, arms overhead. Full body stretch. And on an exhale, release. Let the feet separate, the arms come alongside body. Finding our Shavasana. We'll take just a few rounds of breath here together. Softening the body. Releasing all tension. Letting the breath return to its natural rhythm. Let the practice settle in. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like today. If you're rounding out with me, you can roll to a favorite side and gently lift up as we find a comfortable seated spot. Palms together at heart center, feeling in our practice. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful week ahead. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday morning. Bye, y'all.